A lot of men feel like they are hitting a wall when they try to get close to someone they like. They think they are being rejected because of who they are, but often it is just about how they are asking. When you push, people naturally want to pull away. It is like a reflex. But if you learn how to connect instead of push, things change. The right kind of talking does not make a person feel trapped. It makes them feel interested. It makes them want to be closer to you. In this talk, I want to be very real with you. Most guys are not actually scared of being close to a woman. What they are really scared of is that cold feeling of being told no. They fear that moment where they try to move things forward and the woman pulls back, her voice gets cold, and the nice mood you had just disappears in a second. But imagine if there was a better way. Imagine you could invite her into that closeness without ever feeling like you are begging or acting desperate. No pressure, no awkwardness, and no fear of being pushed away. We are not talking about tricks or being mean. We are talking about understanding how people actually feel and how women decide when they are ready to be close to someone. That is what we are going to walk through together today. Now, before we get into the details, I want to share a little secret that many people miss. Most of the time, women are not saying no to being close. They are saying no to the bad feeling that comes with it when it is done wrong. If the mood feels heavy or forced, the answer is going to be no. But if the mood feels light, safe, and exciting, the answer comes all on its own. The way we are going to learn today makes it feel exactly right. Let us look deeper at how women make these choices. Most men who get rejected usually make the same few mistakes. They ask for things in a way that is too blunt. They try to rush before the other person is ready. They act very nervous, or they try to move forward without making sure there is a good emotional spark first. Here is the big secret. Women do not usually decide to be close to someone by thinking about it logically. They decide based on how they feel in their heart and body. When she feels safe, when she feels that you understand her, and when she feels excited but not pushed, she naturally wants to move closer. Today, I am going to share with you a way to ask for that closeness that feels good for everyone. It is a way that avoids being needy and avoids making her feel weird or uncomfortable. Before we talk about the steps, we need to understand something very important about how women feel attraction. For many men, attraction is very quick. You see someone you like, and you feel it right away. But for women, attraction is more like building a house, one brick at a time. It grows through the things you talk about, the way you make her feel, and how safe she feels with you. This is why a woman might meet a man and not feel anything at first, but after a few weeks of talking, she suddenly finds herself really liking him. She is not playing a game. Her feelings just needed time to grow through the experiences you shared. When you understand that feelings take time to build up, you stop trying to rush. You stop pushing for things to happen now. Instead, you start focusing on making the right mood so that her feelings can grow naturally. The first big idea is this: you never ask for closeness straight out. This one thing can change your whole life. Women do not usually like it when you make a big, direct proposal. They like it when you give them an invitation that feels good. There is a huge difference between the two. Asking straight out puts a lot of weight on her shoulders. It makes her feel like she has to make a big choice right then and there. That pressure makes her want to say no. But when you invite her in a gentle way, it feels like she is part of the process. She does not feel forced. She feels like she is the one choosing to be close, and when she feels like it is her choice, she is much more likely to say yes. Think about a time when a salesperson was being very pushy with you. Even if you liked what they were selling, their pressure probably made you want to walk away, right? The same thing happens with feelings. When a man says something like, "Do you want to go back to my place?" it feels like a business deal. It makes her stop and think too much, and when people think too much, they start to worry. But when you create a nice feeling, instead of asking a hard question, you are talking to her heart. Feelings do not get rejected the same way questions do. To do this right, you need to turn on 3 emotional switches. The first is safety. This does not mean you have to be her friend for 10 years. It means she needs to feel that you will not judge her or make her feel bad for her choices. Safety comes from you being a steady, calm person. The second switch is trust. This happens when what you say matches what you do. If you say you are not going to rush her, and then you actually do not rush her, she learns she can trust you. The third switch is anticipation. This is that excited feeling of wondering what might happen next. You create this by being a little bit mysterious and not giving everything away all at once. Most men spend all their time trying to look cool or be funny. Those things are nice, but they do not work if those 3 switches are off. She needs to feel safe. She needs to trust you. And she needs to feel that little spark of excitement before she is ready to be close. Now let us talk about a very smart move called the soft withdrawal. This is when you gently step back instead of leaning in. You are not being mean or cold. You are just showing that you are okay with just being together without needing anything more. This does 2 great things. First, it takes all the pressure off her. Second, it creates a little space that she will want to fill by leaning toward you. When she sees that you are not just trying to get something from her, she starts to move towards you on her own. And when it is her idea to get closer, the fear of being rejected just goes away. Imagine you are sitting close to her and the talk is going really well. Most guys would try to move in for a kiss right then. But that can feel like pressure. If you instead lean back a little and look away for a second, she starts to wonder why you moved. She starts to feel her own desire to be close to you. She might be the one to touch your arm or move closer to you. You are not playing a game. You are just being comfortable with how things are flowing. Another way to do this is by planting a seed in her mind. You do not ask for anything. You just mention how good things feel. You might say, I really like how easy it is to talk to you, or I love the energy we have together. These are not questions, so she does not have to say yes or no, but they make her think about how close you two are getting. These words help her realize the good feelings she is already having. It is like you are helping her see what is already there. This makes her feel like you two are on the same team. One of the most important parts is staying calm. We can call this masculine calm. It means you are present and happy to be there, but you are not worried about what happens next. You are not constantly asking if she is okay or if she likes you. You are just being a steady, grounded person. Women can feel when a guy is nervous or trying too hard, and that makes them feel like they have to be the ones in charge. But when you stay calm, she feels like she can relax and just be herself. This is why women often like men who have more experience. It is not about the numbers. It is because those men are usually calmer and not in a rush. When the time comes to actually talk about being close, do not ask for a yes or a no. Instead, ask her how she is feeling. This is a lifesaver. If you ask, "Can I kiss you?" she has to make a big decision. But if you ask, "Does this feel too fast for you?" or "Are you comfortable?" you are giving her the power. When she feels in control, she feels much safer. And when she feels safe, she is much more likely to want to be close. Even if she says it is moving a bit fast, you have not been rejected. You just learned how she feels. You can say, "That is totally fine. I am just enjoying your company." Then she feels respected, and she will probably be the one to move closer a few minutes later. You should also try to mirror her feelings. This is a very natural thing humans do. When a baby smiles, the parent smiles back. It makes the baby feel safe and seen. It works the same way with adults. If she leans in, you lean in. If she gets a bit quieter and softer, you do the same. This tells her that you are both on the same page. You are not doing too much or too little. You are just matching her. This makes the whole experience feel like a beautiful dance where no one is being forced. Finally, the best way to close the distance is to just talk about the moment itself. Do not make it a big deal. Just say, "This is a really nice moment," or "It feels so natural to be here with you." By talking about the feeling of the moment, you are not the one asking for something. The moment is doing the work for you. It feels real and honest, not like a transaction. It removes all the awkwardness. Women love to follow their emotions, and when you highlight the good emotions you are both feeling, closeness happens all on its own. This is the heart of being a man who understands people. It is about making the other person feel good, safe, and excited. When you do that, you do not have to worry about being rejected anymore. You are just two people enjoying each other's company. If this way of thinking helped you today, or if it gave you a new way to look at things, please stay close with our group of caring friends by liking this and joining our community for more helpful talks like this one. We are here to help each other grow and understand the world better together. It is a journey we are all on, and it is much better when we support one another. Remember that being kind and being patient are the most attractive things you can be. When you focus on the human side of things, everything else starts to fall into place. Take your time, be steady, and always listen to how the other person is feeling. That is the true secret to building a connection that lasts and feels amazing for both people. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I hope you take these ideas and use them to make your life and your relationships much happier and more meaningful. You deserve to have those deep, wonderful connections without the fear of being pushed away. It all starts with understanding and empathy. See you next time as we keep learning together. Identified branding : new word count : 2634.